Check it out now. Hey, hey, funk soul brother, right about now. Hey, hey. What's going on, everyone? Give me one moment. Let me get this cranking. Yeah. Exactamundo. It is time. We are going to be doing a new format today. And if you give me one moment, I gotta put my timer on because I've got to make sure that I stay to task. Open timer. All right, minutes. We're gonna set this for 55. Boom. All right. That way we are set, and I can put this back to this. All right. Give me one moment, everyone. Like I said, we are on the timeline today. So I'm going to get this running fast and furioso. But I do need to put out these links because that is what we must do. Give me one moment. Let me do that real fast. Gotta hate when there's like a million windows and the one that you're looking for is never where you need it to be. All right, here we go. Got it. So let me just hit refresh on this. That gives me the link. Copy link address. Then let's go over to the Discord and get it all in now. Paste. All right. Boom. There we go. Let's disable that. Let's bring the Discord window over here. Boom. Get it back over there. And make sure that our screen is now live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Toxic Hustle Live. My name is J Tragic Jeffrey. ToxicThoughts. We're going to be discussing DAOs today. Decentralized Autonomous Organizations. So I have been looking into business of data. As you know, in the last few episodes, I'm getting ready. I'm getting prepared for when we do this run up. Everybody's going to go crazy. But what I'm going to be focusing on is next year's crypto winter. And in fact, we've seen news. It's crazy. I coined something. I call something myself a crypto winter. I've been saying it. I got to look and see if there's other people have said it, but I felt like I've been talking about crypto winter. Now all of a sudden the news, the exact frame of those words are starting to come forward where everybody's saying the same thing of they are preparing and planning for the crypto winter. So I'll show you that in the news, but let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, we're going to do short format today. We're not going to be doing the long format anymore. All right. So what we're going to do is look at the blockchain. We are shooting back up. So we do have some stutters. There's some spreading out that's happening, right? I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin jump in hash as fast as it fell in hash. And as you can see, how it's rebounding seems more like this. After a sharp drop, we usually had a sharp pick back up. Notice after a sharp drop, a sharp pick back up. We had a sharp drop, but we having a staggered, as if like this, pick back up, as if we're going right into this staggered cycle. So it seems like we're going to be growing the hash rate of Bitcoin slow again. Maybe it'll surge in summer when all these other things are turned on. I feel like with the news that we've seen, the dots that have been collected, that we've noticed, right? And the dots we've noticed is the fact that all of the China miners, the news had already said that they were looking for other areas to go to. So we may see a staggered turn on of these services because as a building goes online, those machines will be turned on. It's not like you're going to turn them all on in one day. You would see them getting turned on slowly. So it looks like that's exactly what's going on with the energy cycle that we have here. Hold on one second. Just want to make sure. Yep. So That's exactly what we're seeing, is a staggered, not a fast recovery, but a staggered. So it looks like they're moving the miners, moving them elsewhere, getting them turned back on, and it's turning on slowly again. So we could see hash rates moving outside of the China area, and or they're moving it within their own borders to other areas that might be near water sources and or solar and or wind, right? Because now, remember, I showed you Alibaba, I showed you all the things that they have access to. That's exactly the same thing that we will have access to. So we're going to see all these countries doing the same type of format, going out there and spreading these Bitcoin miners out and getting them back online. So we're going to see it staggered out. That's fine. At least we're seeing growth again. We're starting to curve over, so we might be flattening out. We'll see if it continues to grow. We know that 73,000 more miners are coming online from just one other company. So I'm expecting that to happen anyway, that we're going to continue to see the energy consumption of Bitcoin going up, which just for us lets us know that Bitcoin mining, the payment of people putting money into hardware. For me, the reason why I look on this is hardware numbers, transparent hardware numbers. This lets me know that hardware is plugged in. This lets me know that hardware is mining. So even when this dipped, I didn't see this dip. This kept climbing. The miners were kind of still seemingly plugged in. Or this is delayed, but I don't see it being delayed because June 3rd, yeah, that was yesterday. So no, it doesn't seem like it's delayed. So I don't see dip in energy. Now in the fear index, yesterday's fear index was 24, 27. So we're getting back into positive sentiment, right, in the market. Always make sure we got to know what the mindset of the market is. And this is the site that kind of gives us that. We're going to start looking at these wallets and start wallet watching, pocket watching. Let's go ahead and I'm going to set this for June 3rd, right? Yep. I think that's going to be right. Yeah, because it can't be for today. We're a day behind. All right. So we see in the 10K wallets with 10,000 or more, they're going back up, right? So I guess they've realized that is the bottom and people are buying back in, or other people are becoming whales as money has moved into Ethereum, money has moved into Cardano. So we are starting to see a lot of movement as if we're getting into an altcoin pump, but we'll have to see. 1K addresses are going up as well. So we've got accumulation in the two big whale wallets. 100 Bitcoin wallets have dropped a bit. We may have accumulated into 1K wallets. We see a little bit of a dip in the 10 and the 100. So we could have some accumulation, but we also do have some sell-off. Still have some sell-off. And we still have some sell-off. And we still have some out. I'm just clicking down for those of you that aren't watching via the seeing the screen. I'm just clicking through and seeing whether or not we see the wallet balances dropping and all the other wallets. For the most part, they are. But again, we do have other things going on, which is the news about Cardano's launches and the news about other coins getting ready to launch. So people are moving money into those other areas. But we do have some Elon damn news, which is so annoying, which I'll have to look at when I get there, because I heard it on a talk this morning, and I realized now I'm looking at the market that I do see we've got some red. So you see how fast some idiot shite, man. I hate dummies in their first season. I'm sorry, Elon. I'm just calling you what I call you, man. Like, you're in your first season, bro. You don't even understand this thing yet. But at the same time, it's this market manipulation crap. And at the same time, though, he did say that he has Asperger's. So it also could be a mental thing that he doesn't understand in terms, or has the sense EQ, right? You need emotional quality. There's got to be just some emotional EQ. Like, you've cost people a lot of money, dude. You cost people a lot of money, and you don't really seem to understand this, and you're just playing around with this crap like it's fun for you. And the crap is, and it's sad, is that the people that are chasing the money, following Elon, that they're doing the same exact crap, right? And that's the ridiculousness. Hold on one second. That's the ridiculousness. Our market is being manipulated because somebody doesn't have the emotional EQ. Damn, hold on. I knew that was about to happen. Hit the button by accident on my phone. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to get something else and hit the wrong button on my phone. All right, so we've got to deal with the market getting manipulated. I already told y'all where I was sitting in pocket for. So we'll see how bad this dumb crap from Elon is. I'm not going to harp on it because I've already kind of done the hours on hours and how we have to adjust on the market. Just look when I'm talking about bot fires. There's a video of me just having to deal with China and Elon with the bots. So right now, again, we're seeing negative sentiment is starting to pull the market down thanks to one tweet from an idiot who doesn't understand the season he's in, or does understand it as being a I'm trying to keep the censors off of me. So let me just move on. As you can see, the market has just flatlined. You know, this is proof positive that he's manipulating the market. But I'm saying it. I'm calling it. Like, this is flat out market manipulation. Flat out. Like, this isn't even funny. But at the same time, you know what? You keep on. You keep doing what you're doing. Y'all already know how I'm positioning, right? Regardless of however they want to play this out, what is our contingency plans? We have bots. Let's chalk that out right now, right? Because, in fact, let's go ahead and so that people can see. This is what happens when your bots trade and your bots are trading and the market's going down, but your bots are still making money. Right? I'm going to have to figure out how to shift my bots around to deal with this again. But remember, even if it's a negative sentiment, we're looking at buying into these dips. I told you to put, I, as a strategy officer for Toxic Hustle, not for anybody else, this is just what I'm doing for the capital, for a business that's trying to grow, to be able to do more things for artists, period. So I'm showing you exactly how I'm creating a media company. I'm showing you exactly the things that I've got to deal with as a business owner in real time, because this is what you do. When you're on this form of market, this is what you got to deal with. Right? You understand the tech, fine. But everybody else that gets in pocket thinking that they get this and wants to play their games, they're going to play it, but it doesn't mean they're going to win. We had Bitcoin split out from the Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash or whatever the hell it was, right? And the camp split off, and who won? Bitcoin still stayed. And it doesn't matter how any of these other idiots want to talk. That's why I put that "shut up, you big dummy," right? When we did the "shut up, you big dummy" video. For those of you that can't see, I'm going to the screen where I have, Red Fox from Sanford and Son. Amazing comedian, rest in peace. Right? Red Fox would say, "Shut up, you big dummy. You don't know nothing," right? These people don't know nothing. They're dumb. Not saying that they're idiots as far as they're not intelligent. They're dumb in the fact that if you don't understand how you are affecting a market and the lives of the people that you're affecting with this BS, that's all right. You don't need to. But it doesn't mean that we're going to support your products neither. Remember, all of y'all are going to have a lot more money in your pocket once you are digging deeper into creating a digital economy for yourself. What people don't realize, and I'm going to do a course on this, what people don't realize is that real estate is digital. It's called digital real estate. And it is digital. You need land, a place, storage, right? You need a title, domain name, land, right? And then you've got to, it's either for you, a personal website, for your personal whatever hobby, you want to blog, whatever, you just want to talk, and that's just what you want to do. Well, that's your hobby. You want to support your hobby. But then when you don't want to pay the bills like that anymore and you want to have it make money for you, it becomes a business. So now you turned your hobby into a business, and now you're taking payments or subscriptions. Now the subscriptions is rent. Hence, real estate. So like MG the Future has mgthefuture.com. MG the Future sells sounds, files, downloads. People purchase them. If he gets X amount of people per month buying on a consistent rate, well, his land or site earns X amount per month. That's basic real estate thought process, right? If I have land and I have an apartment building and my apartment earns X amount per month, I'm earning rent. Well, now we just call them subscriptions and or what our monthly or our asset, right? So how much revenue does our asset bring into us on a residual basis, residual income? That's basically the same idea. So we've got to understand that the real estate principle is a digital one. And when you realize it's a digital one, then it's just how much real estate do you own, or where your assets, like if you were thinking about like a person that owns a product, seasonings, right? When you look at seasonings or some type of seasoning brand, and this person gets into one shop, well, then they start spreading to multiple shops, and that's multiple real estate. That's real estate on shelf. That's shelf space. That's real estate. And how much real estate do you have across the country? How many stores are you in? How many shelves you're on? How much square footage of space do you accommodate across all of these places? And if you worked in a supermarket, you know that. Shelf space is important. The eye level of where the racks are important. It's all part of the hustle. So it's the same thing in digital. So these people don't understand that as you're going to get more residuals from your digital assets, or what you create, or what you're maintaining. So like servers are coming out, and I'm doing some research now. I'm not going to put it out. I'm still in the midst of doing research for like how hosting is going to change and how I'm going to put my stuff on, like store my files on hosting, because what I'm paying on Amazon's ridiculous. And I don't play like that. Budget is budget. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. I want to make sure I keep to these timelines. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get our significant calendar up and see what's going on by significance. I need to go ahead and have this stuff preset, because I look at the same thing every damn day because it's important to know. All right, we've got still same things on the deck. We've got a lot of stuff coming in June, August, July, Cardano, Ethereum. So a lot of news in this space. Theta, Neo, Pancake Swap. BitTorrent has something coming in June. So I already have plenty of these sitting down, ready to go. We'll be looking at Tencent, Chili's. Definitely will be looking at them because I've seen that name flying. Cosmos already holds in the long-term assets. We'll be looking at Tencent and some other, like I said, some other assets. I'm beginning to look at storage. How do you become a server for the internet, the next blockchain internet? So how do you become these decentralized machines? These things are starting to come out. They actually have coins now. And some of these, the hardware is already sold out, and there's some pre-sales going on. I'm trying to catch them now, just so that I know that they're available and how to go through the process so that I can actually talk about it. So I'm trying to get that out maybe Monday, Tuesday of next week, where I'm talking about here's a few things that are going on to get into the actual server business before it blows up, right? Because that's pretty much where I'm heading into. I'm going to be in the hosting business, hosting applications, dApps, and all that stuff. I want to be, right? So I want to expand on that, start building towards that. And instead of building Bitcoin miners, I'm going to be building these servers to be able to run the decentralized internet. Just makes sense. All right, so yeah, we've got good news. Only thing we've got to deal with is again, when I go into the news area, which I'm about to get into now. The thing is, we're just going to be dealing with Elon. All of this bad stuff that you're seeing is literally just some Elon crap. DAOs, prepare for the next crypto winter. And I told you, I saw it coming. I was like, yo, this is what I called it, right? I've been telling y'all, crypto winter is the timeline between after a halvening pump, which we're still going through. Hold on, my damn browser is gotta be stretched out. There we are. After the last halvening pump, so halvening, we're in the early starts of this halvening. This is where it started. You see how long it was until we actually had the run up. We just started this halvening last year. The halvening came. We still need some time for the halvening to play out. We're going to have some bad news that pulls it down because it's systematic. And I showed y'all before, it's systematic of when these things drop and when this thing pumps. So this is what I'm focused on is crypto winter. When crypto winter comes, where is your business in the blockchain during this long stretch? How are you earning money through this long stretch of really no news? Especially after it drops another level and you've got this really horrible, this is just garbage timeline. But then you've got it running up and then you got it going down. You see, you've got this long timeline and a huge trough, which is going to be this portion. When this and this comes, this is where I'm accumulating. Like whenever it happens, when we finally go high, like I'm thinking it's when it bounces back down to this zone, I'm gonna be talking about it like hell, right? So anyway, the crypto winter is coming, and that's what you're seeing now in the news. And DAOs, right? Decentralized Autonomous Organizations. Begin to think about that. Begin to think about which companies, DAOs, companies, that's what companies are now. So you're not going to be looking for LLCs. You're going to be looking for companies or DAOs that have products, services, and are issuing you credits for investing into their DAOs. Ethereum is the largest DAO. If you didn't know, Ethereum is a DAO. It's a decentralized, one of the largest and first decentralized autonomous organizations. They started this whole trend with smart contracts. That's what the contracts are for governance. Doesn't a organization need a government? And that's what we're dealing with. So you're dealing with a programmable government. And as that becomes mainstay, and as these people get it together and they come up with a great formula for it, that's going to be open sourced to everybody. Expect it. Did WordPress blow up and spread all over the internet because it was making it so easy for a business to launch a content managed system and be able to have employees and or writers and or publicists and or whatever come in and do all that? Before that, it cost hundreds of thousands of dollars in the early 2000s to have a content management system. Millions of dollars if you factor in that all the developers that needed to spend time working on it. And then all of a sudden, I saw this thing called WordPress at 1.5, and I was like, oh, y'all are done. I bet you money I'll be able to go back to New York with WordPress, and I'm going to put that on my resume, and I bet you I'll get a job. Sure enough, I got it with Citibank, with WordPress, right? I realized already it's all about software and titles. It's, you know what they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, who you know now is not the person, it's the software. It's whether or not you have that software on your resume. So DAOs are coming, and you'll see the news is here because that's what I have with the bot. If I'm not pulling the news out now, the our little little Leo, little robot with Feedly, will go ahead and start grabbing news that is similar to what I would have picked out anyway. See, this is what we mean by training data. I'm already beginning to use other people's AIs and train data to be able to find the other news I want, and will then tell and train this AI to get better news sources because it's helping our businesses. Winklevoss twins, Tony Hawk donate to Bitcoin hodling water charity. So you're going to start seeing charities holding Bitcoin and issuing that as statements, right? And now everybody that's holding coins, what does that mean? More scarcity. Big investors, big Bitcoin investors, they are in Tesla's footsteps. So we're going to see who other people, now what this is, I told you, you can play around in this game and think it's funny for you. This business is, you're now dealing with financiers who are in here. You're now dealing with hedge funds who are coming in here. You're now dealing with a lot of people who are ruthless about how they deal with money. Like I'm a life being, right? I know we need give unto Caesar's what's Caesar's, so I just try to grab out of Caesar's, coffers what I can to hand it back to him. Enough for me to survive, right? So he's playing around with people who are very determined. And you don't really play with other people's pockets like that. So you're already starting to see the backlash. This is what I look at news, and I can tell you, this is backlash. These are the people, now it's already saying that these are people that are in his footsteps. So what car companies, what battery companies, what solar companies, what wind companies. I don't have to get Tesla's solar cells on my roof. I can, if somebody else is going to come up with the technology and the robots to build this out, or it gets done by some open source company that literally now comes and pivots past them. I just showed y'all in the other thing about how the robots can be printed. Link in the description in Discord. Right? I'll show you right up here in Discord. I showed you they were 3D printing robots. So whatever Elon has right now is he has an edge because he has a first mover's position in the manufacturing of his own robots and AI, but he's not the only one, and his AI is open source, and everybody else there's more programs in the world than an Elon and his team. So best believe, especially I'm showing y'all how we're all able to build out things, and the whole Alibaba, I keep showing you that stuff because I want you to see what Alibaba's doing, because all of that's coming to America when we can print our own crap. 3D printing factories can print whatever they want, and that includes vehicles. So then you could print a vehicle, print these 3D tires, print the engine, all of that crap you'll be able to do in the future. So what he has is not that big of a deal. It's just a matter of time. What you need to focus on is the decentralized digital portion of your business. So this news, good news that they're going to start stopping him in his mouth, because they're going to start hurting his pockets, and that means his investors are going to start flipping on him, and nothing's worse than investors running from you. And he can do whatever he wants in the crypto space. You see, when all the other crypto companies start pulling away their software away from the things that he talks about, well, then that will also hurt him and the space. So not us long term. We have our other plays. You know what I talk about. You look inside the Discord. ADA. But no financial advice. Just how I manage my fund. Bloomberg unveils June crypto report analyzing fate of Bitcoin and the rise of Ethereum. I'm telling you, money's moving into smart contracts anyway. Bitcoin, at the end of the day, I like Bitcoin. Yay, yay, yay. Whee! But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is still dumb money. And smart money is moving into smarter money. Smart money is here. So what does your smart money do? How much does your smart money make? What does your smart money do? How much infrastructure does your smart money have? How many machines does your smart money run? How many nodes? How many transactions per second can your smart money handle? These are the most interesting things we got to deal with. Now, the DAO, like we talked about, Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, are coming. Again, Ethereum is one of the biggest ones. Old school Bitcoin whale suddenly moves 34 million in crypto after 34 after years of silence. So okay, yeah, old money is of course your cash. Some people are gonna cash out and move it into other things, especially if they see Ethereum and Cardano. If they like, please understand something. Let's be smart, guys. And it's not y'all, because y'all listen to me and y'all hear me rant. These other people don't get one simple shite, man. If you have ever been in this space and missed Bitcoin, right? If you've been here long enough, you missed Bitcoin. And then Ethereum came. And at one time and point, and I didn't see it, Ethereum was in pennies. And Ethereum was in like tens of pennies, like 25 cents and $1, right? And then Ethereum was like $5. And I saw Ethereum at $5. Now, if you understand that a specific type coin with the letter C at the beginning and an ano in there, and the card play, right? If you even see that it's at $1 and it's done by the guy that worked on the Ethereum project, do you think that it's going to play almost the same way it did before? And that, okay, it starts at $1 or it starts at pennies, which it did. I missed it. I got it, thankfully, at where we're in the dollar place. That at some point it's going to be $5 to $10. At some point where Ethereum is, it's going to be at $500 to $1,000. I mean, I'm just saying, if Cardano is to ETH, would it not make sense that the person that used to work on Ethereum, that the coin that he's working on is going to do the same exact thing? You don't think that all of these centralized autonomous organizations are going to run on the faster thing that's similar to the other thing that keeps having to patch holes right before they're launching their biggest damn update? Norton LifeLock now lets users mine Ethereum. I am telling you, everything is going to make you mine something. Your lamp's gonna mine, your car's gonna mine, your home's gonna mine, your bike's gonna be mining. Everything that can plug into a wall will at some freaking point mine cryptocurrencies for you. Because your computers on your phone and everything else, these boards can get 8 gigabytes of RAM on them. They're small as heck, and you can put them in damn near anything. And that means you can put the regular system to have whatever the regular system is, and these low power things can be sitting in all your washing machine, your refrigerator, right? Your coffee pot will mine cryptocurrencies. I'm telling you, it's coming. The patents have already happened. We've already seen it 5 years ago in China. This is why the boards are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. There's an Internet of Things coming. And organizations, DAOs, will be manufacturing things, and you'll be able to buy into the contracts of those DAOs. I'm giving the overall view of the mentality of a DAO. As I'm reading the news, I'm not looking for specific DAOs right now. I'm trying to be my own DAO. So that's why I'm just saying, Toxic Hustle is trying to become a DAO. You can become a DAO. In time, everybody's going to be because it's like having a corporation. It's just a decentralized corporation structure. It's the new corporate structure. Will be a DAO. You just hook it up to an LLC and an EIN number. Boom, it's a business. Hook it up to a couple banks and cryptocurrency exchanges. Boom, it has funding. I'm not trying to be cute and glamorous with it, like as MG says. Filipinos can now cash in crypto without fees through over-the-counter outlets. Everybody wants you to walk into a store and start selling out your crypto and using it as cash. Do you walk into a shopping mall with the stocks that you own from Apple? Do you walk into the Apple store with Apple stock? Yes, I understand it's a currency, and yes, I understand we can use it like that, but think about it. Do you think that this market's going to get bigger or smaller in the next few years? They want you to cash out now because they want you to cash out now. They want you to sell out your stuff for a cheaper pizza right now. Because it's all gonna go right back. The money's gonna flow right back into the hands of the people. That the 1%. And out of the hands of the people. Richest man in Babylon. There's a story about that right in that book. About all the money flowing out of the hands of all the people flowing right back to the 1 to 5%. Because they were industrious and were creating things, creators, musical geniuses. Take your creations and keep creating and use the money for advertising and building up your creations or finding better places for your assets to make money. Who cares how other people feel about it? Can you take an MP3 and put that MP3 inside some blockchain system or some type of virtual world and make way more money than streaming it at Spotify? And if the answer is yes, because Spotify is not a digital currency and is not going to appreciate in value, that you're just going to get back fiat that you then got to invest afterwards, then just skip the line. And start just putting your assets to work now, and then you can stick it into fiat to buy things, whatever. Or put it into fiat-based assets that earn you fiat-based money that you pay for your fiat-based lifestyle. But keep your digital in play for the long haul, because the next cycle is the most important one. And that next cycle is after the crypto winter. We're talking 2024, after the next halvening cycle. 2024 to 2027. That's when things go crazy. When we're talking maybe $500,000 Bitcoin. Right? So I'm not playing for this game. This cycle I'm done with. I'll take my chips when we run up. We'll run up. We'll get to like 90 to 100,000. I already told you my plan of where I'm getting out. I'm focusing now on the long-term plays. Institutions gobbling up Cardano. What did I say? What did I say? That potentially where all this money, this big money that's not here, these people are buying back in, but the money, when it was dipping here, I was saying that the money's probably moving someplace else. That all this money here, 100, the ones that's dipping, that money's moving. And some of this money could be doing the same thing. These guys are like, I'm not going to make as much money with Bitcoin. I'm going to make more money with Cardano. Yeah, I'm going to just shift all my money over there. I understand. If Elon wants to keep talking about Bitcoin, well, I need to move my money someplace else. I'll move it to the places now that everybody says, well, if everybody got a freaking problem with Bitcoin, let's go to Cardano. Let's go to Polkadot. Let's go to watch Ethereum 2.0. Okay, so everybody's moving their money over there. And yeah, some people are moving their money to Doge. But Doge isn't even in this cycle of smart contracts. My money is on smart contracts and governance and DAOs and building out my assets today as a business. Not tomorrow waiting on the hopium of Doge or whatever puppy coin everybody wants. Or whatever stupid coin is coming out. Like, I have a dumb coin. It's called Bitcoin. I'm done. If I want its baby brother, I can get Litecoin. If I want the derivative, I can get Bitcoin Cash. There's enough dumb coins out there. I've got the top dumb coin. Moving on now. Let's see what's going on with these smart coins, right? These smart contract coins. These token coins, right? Let's look at these governance coins. Let's look at the infrastructure across cross-chain apps? Which coins are locked to hardware and are building out the new internet? Which coins are going to be IP hubs and directional hubs, right? That dictate the traffic of the flow and ebbs of all these new IPs and new browsers and new websites or domains or however the hell we run websites on this new thing. We don't even know what we're doing yet. Anchorage, I think that's Alaska, and crypto focused bank Prov to provide Ethereum-backed loans. At Anchorage, y'all are really in play because you got all that cold. Y'all are in play to start doing some mining and have that cold air breathe into those mines, and you can cool it down for a cheaper price. I think you'd be getting those mining rigs. Plus, didn't y'all have the fracking thing? So y'all got oil that y'all can't sell to nobody. So why not repurpose that, sequester the carbon, do something with that stuff? Like start figuring out how you repurpose that oil to be able to find a clean way to be able to process Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. And then you can harp on all the technology that you're spending with Bitcoin to pay for the fact that you've got green usage of frack oil. I'm just saying, these are just hustles for y'all to be thinking about as a state. Like all you cold states that got like cold air or you're by waters or windy states, I'd be looking at these helix miners, right? These wind farms that are helixes instead of the ones that kill the birds that look like propellers. You can encapsulate that and close that so no animals get in there. No birds are going to fly in there. We can even gauze it up so no bees get injured, right? Something. But we can have these helix wind farms just making energy. And that energy goes to low form factor mining. Goldman Sachs alum to inject 100 million in crypto. Duh. We already know this. Come on now. DOGE price predictions. I don't care about that. And Plan B, one of those outside places, is talking about stock to flow, blah, 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 blah. A whole bunch of shit. They're trying to take their old models and jam it in here, and maybe it works. But we don't play that because we're not looking at this as paper play money. We're not paper macheing this. That's their business of stock markets. For the first time in history, ladies and gentlemen, you are actually buying software and infrastructure and are seeing the interest on software. DAOs are the programmers for decentralized software engineering. And as software, so imagine if Adobe was a coin before they had to be a business. And imagine it was open source and just built out by everyone. And how the entire economy of it gets supported is its coin. Right? You're going to see this pop up because I'm going to be talking to some companies to actually tell them that they need to start doing this. So I can make money in other places. You give, you know what? And it's Gary V. There's certain things about Gary V I do like, and there's things that I have personified. And that is, give somebody $1 million idea. Because it's just an idea. Whether or not I do it, I may or may not even do it. But if I can give y'all a bunch of ideas, and one of them is, and every time I was like, that's $1 million idea right there. Or $1 billion idea. Like, I'm giving them away for free because I'm like, when are y'all going to strike? I'm striking on my own. I've got my own way to do it. It's up to y'all to really factor in how you want to create your business. And my business, I'm not doing it the old-fashioned way. I have it structured that way, but as my business can now hold cryptocurrency funds and I can announce that we have holdings in certain coins, like the Toxic Hustle Fund does hold Cardano, right? I can do that type things. Well, am I not doing exactly what these fools are doing? This really cute and clamorous how they play this game, right, y'all? The only thing to be a business is an incorporation, or if you're a digital person like I was, getting a business account on PayPal and naming your business and working through the business PayPal account. And since that's hooked to Coinbase, now, see how that moved? And then later down the line, when you have enough earnings, go ahead and incorporate. Or when you know you want to get better tax deductions, bigger tax deductions, because you're going to be earning more money and it's not feasible anymore because you're about to make more than what you would have made as an employee. Okay, well, now that I'm not going to be making, if I make more than I make as an employee, I need more write-offs. Because we already know the tax man cometh. And we know how the wealthy move money. You open up a living trust. You give the trust all of your assets. And then you manage your trust. You know what that is? That's the first paper version of a DAO. That's a DAO, ladies and gentlemen. It's an autonomous organization for the living portions of your life until your trust, after your passing, gets executed. You know, beneficiary type things. Your estate planning. That is a DAO. You're planning your estate. Trust fund babies get paid a dividend of the portion of the estate's earnings. And the estate is usually handled by some fund management agency company with long generational history and understanding how to manage wealth management. They go to these long holding firms that have been holding money stolen from other banks for the definitive of a millennia. 3 a.m. room, you'll see it. So we're not playing with you. We understand that corporations are no more than physical constructs that have social security numbers or EINs. With that, we can attach them to bank accounts, and that we can now attach those bank accounts to fundage to be able to earn interest on our funds. As businesses, we now can announce as businesses our fund holdings in certain cryptocurrencies. That is all businesses, that is all LLCs, all corporations can now do this. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, is Bitcoin going to get scarce when everybody else realizes this or not? When all the businesses who have had a hard time bringing in clientele and or bringing in staff then tells their staff they'll pay them in Bitcoin, do you think we'll have staffing issues anymore? Okay. I already know what's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, people, it's and things. I want to be pronoun friendly. I'm not even trying to be funny. Not about this. I don't give a damn who you are, what you love. I can't. I don't have time for that. I'm not here to judge. Nah. I'm here to just tell you some truth. The truth is this. Decentralized organizations, DAOs, that's Ethereum. That'll be Cardano. Like all these big companies, Bitcoin is a DAO in its own right. It has programmers all over the world. GitHub, open source are DAOs. All open source companies are in some form or fashion a DAO. And that is what it's been. That is what it is. And it just has a new name. And it has new ways of funding. Begin to think about your businesses in another way. Right? How do you decentralize it? How do you begin to get people to work with you? I'm doing it by showing you how I freaking work. Now, I know my time is creeping up. I got about 7 minutes left. So I want to go ahead and make sure I hit on the robots really fast because I don't want to miss those, right? Now, you'll notice I got a Gate.io robot rolling. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm probably not going to be online a lot this weekend. I've got a ton of work to do. And this weekend, I know the market's going to play stupid and drop. But I'm not going to be able to walk you through it. You're going to walk through it. Right now, I don't have the Classroom bot open. Let me go get the Classroom bot open. Give me 1 second. Let me close this out. And let me get the Classroom bot rolling. Do. All right, bot, and get the classroom bot. Link will be in description. I always say that. If you want to see how we even got this bot started, I want to be able to trade all the time and let you see the trades I make. But unfortunately, I just don't have the time to do all of that. When things hit, I may be able to squeeze it in. We'll see. And it might just be a bot trade session. I might do that. All right, so right now I haven't done any moves on this bot. As you can see, the spot history, the last one was closed on May 29th. Was the last date that it was getting any trades. This has been running for 5 days. 5 days, we're looking at 3% that it gained. On the 852, since the market took a dip because we got the bot started before the China FUD hit, so the price of the actual price value of what we earn is down, but that isn't we own the value of the coin. Like, they still have the weight of this coin. It's just priced down differently. It's no longer at 1,000 price point. That's just crypto. But at the same time, we still hold the actual quantity of coins. And we're still trading on quantity, and we're still earning percentage trading at the quantity at the current price points at these current price levels. So we're still making money. When it goes back to where it was at 60,000, you'll see we're going to have well over the 1,000. We just got to think about that with the drop. So over the weekend, I will do some trading because this, we are seeing some dips in the market, though it doesn't seem to be affecting the alt side of things as much for my bots as far as the change. I'll hit refresh just to be sure. I know I just launched it, so it should be what it is, right? So it's up. So we got all these up except for RLC. We're on Coinbase. That's what the C is. On Coinbase, we do have some pumping happening. We have some RLC is up. So over the 3 months, so that might be why it's also down as well. KNC is up 31%, which means it's about a 1%er. We got 50% on RLC, which was a big number. So we could be seeing some pullback action because of how much whoever's been trading on this. But all of the coins on Coinbase are pretty damn good. Long-term coins or infrastructure coins. Because they're not dumb in what they're doing. They are planning. And the people have always said, oh, these stupid coins, all these coins nobody's asked for. They don't care what you ask for. They're not putting coins up for what you want. They're putting up the coins for what they want to be able to grow their business and do bigger businesses later. You don't think Coinbase wants to have an app where they can do swaps and then have a Coinbase coin as well as be a stock? Come on, man. They're going to have a coin. And that coin, they're going to incentivize your trading because that's happening on Kucoin. That's one of the reasons I like Kucoin. And if if the regulators weren't being an a-hole with Binance, Binance would be dope in America. But unfortunately, it's not. So as you can see, the bot on Coinbase has been doing well. We did 3%. And that's in 5 days. So again, if you're looking at long-term crypto winter, I'm sitting there, I'm getting interest on my assets, and I'm getting more Bitcoin and USDC. And then if I wanted to, I could put trading pairs up by just typing ETH. I could put up trading pairs now that are in ETH that are actually good things that I might want. So if I have ETH sitting around, that's not me doing anything, which I'm looking now to see if I do have any ETH. Are you serious? Yo. I might pull the trigger on this one and actually be able to get in on some ETH. $70 worth of ETH. ADA and ETH. I might pull the trigger on this. In fact, I'm making a trade live. We still got 2 minutes left. I'm making a trade live. I want to get into ETH. I want to get into having some ETH. So I'm using ADA that I have floating to give me some extra ADA, some ETH. This is a sub play that I'm playing. So I like this. That's one of the things I like trading with this robot. I'm going to see if this actually takes. Let's see if it works. If it does, I'm going to be getting basically some free ETH because I didn't buy any ETH. It's using ADA to get me into the ETH play. And that's from me having this extra ADA floating here. So I'm gonna see if this works. If this works, I'm now gonna get free ETH. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get in. Come on, man. I got a minute left. Stop playing. Sorry, y'all. I'm just waiting for this daggone transaction. I want it to go through, so I don't want to move my mouse or do anything to take up any. Is it? We got in on it. You saw it live. Okay. I want y'all to know I have not purchased any ETH. Okay? This is a strategy now that will be part of my strategy on how you can freely get into pairs, base pairs. So, like I've been telling you, I take this to earn this. I've now figured out I can use this playing these double plays, and I'm stacking more ADA, right? The extra ADA I have floating was able to get me into an ADA play and to buy into ETH. Outstanding. So that's new. That's a new strategy. Y'all got it here first. And only the people that are watching these streams are going to see that shite. Until I make it an advanced course. And y'all ain't even going to need the advanced course. You got it. All right. So I got just a few seconds left. So I'm going to be done. I pulled it off. 1 hour, people. I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. I will, if you have any questions, there's the Discord, link is in the description. Go ahead and send me any questions that you want me to talk about on the show, or you can put it inside the, inside the comments. Comments help with the algorithm, and that's real. I'm trying to get this out to as many people as possible. I think our tribe and our nation needs to start thinking about how we handle our finances and think about it different, because remember, it's not about just thinking about Tulsa. It's not just thinking that we had a Black Wall Street. It's taking back responsibility for remembering that what you were before your loss. And that was financiers. You were financing investors. You were investors. You were fund managers. You were bankers. All right, so it means we are investors. Let's start investing back in ourselves, not just our communities, but investing back in our families and our people as a whole. Let's give back strong, and let's build back strong and better. This is J Tragic Jeffrey. I appreciate y'all. All the links in the description. Make sure you check out everything, all right? Peace out.